So on Thursday night, the mentally ill, deranged lunatic who occupies the White House tweeted a video on his Truth Social account that at the very end featured an AI slop video of former President Barack Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama as fucking apes. What the fuck? Now, yes, you might say, yo, he didn't tweet that. Yes, of course he didn't tweet that. He's not fucking smart enough to make an AI slop video like that. Of course he isn't. But the issue is the fact that he would get that someone he blamed on a White House staffer. The fact that a staffer that works for him would actually put that would make a disgusting video like that in the first place, let alone post it on the internet. That you don't have a problem with that? What? And of course, he later says, oh, it was a video about election fraud in the 2020 election because the idiot cannot accept the fact that he fucking lost the 2020 election and he's a fucking sore loser. Yes, he won in 2016. Yes, he won in 2024, but he lost in 2020 and he cannot accept losing anything, whether it's Emmys for the Celebrity Apprentice before. He said that the Emmys were rigged when he didn't win that. He cannot accept defeat. The 2020 election was not stolen. It's been investigated. The fraud has been investigated multiple times, but that's beside the point. I'm going off on a tangent here, but he basically said he did not even see the end of that video. He said, oh, I could see why that could bother some people. I was not aware of that. I did not see the end of that. Okay, well, let's just say that maybe that's true. Is it not concerning that the most powerful man in the world, the President of the United States, who has nuclear launch codes, doesn't even watch a video that he's going to post on his social media account? What the fuck? I've heard the argument that it was just part of a big AI video that a certain Twitter accounts that posts a lot of crazy right-wing AI videos, and there's a full version that has, other Democratic figures and politicians as characters from The Lion King. Well, there's two issues with that. Number one, that part of the video was not in the Truth Social video at all. Also, there are no apes in The Lion King. It's just so ridiculous. Like, I just don't get how anyone can possibly defend this. Like, I've heard the argument that Trump was never accused of being a racist in his life before he ran as a Republican and ran against the Democrats. Well, I'm going to debunk that right now. That is not entirely true. In fact, that is not even close to being true. In 1973, he was accused of discriminating against black people that wanted to rent at Trump properties, which even prompted the New York Times to write a whole article about it in 1973, saying that he had anti-black bias against black tenants that wanted to rent at his properties. 1989, there was a woman that was raped and murdered at Central Park in New York City, and there was a group of 5 teenagers known as the Central Park Five that were falsely accused of doing it, and which they were later exonerated. And Trump decided to call publicly, even putting out newspaper ads calling for them to bring back the death penalty of them. In 1993, during a congressional hearing about tribal casinos, he accused a Native American tribe of not looking like Indians to him. And 2011, and most people should remember this, he accused the then president, Barack Obama, of not being born in Hawaii, where he was born in Honolulu, but accusing him of being born in fucking Kenya just because his dad was born in Kenya, and because I mean, I don't even know. I really don't even know why. It's just, of course, Obama roasted the fuck out of him during the White House Correspondents' Dinner in 2011. And I remember watching that when I was in 7th grade, and I had no idea that I was witnessing American history where the 44th president triggered the future 45th and 47th president so hard that Trump was so triggered by that whole Obama thing that people say that that's why he even ran for president. I don't know if that's true. Like, I don't know, but he just got absolutely roasted by that because with absolutely no good reason at all, he accused President Obama of not being born in the United States of America. He ends up being the president after him. I mean, how stupid and pathetic is that? Absolutely. You can just tell how jealous he is of his predecessor during his first term. I mean, constantly attacking him when he hasn't even been in office in almost a decade. I mean, the same goes for, Biden and all his political rivals, but I mean, Obama especially. I mean, he just is so fucking jealous of him. It's ridiculous. And so, let's see, during Trump's first term, he referred to certain African countries as shithole countries. He tweeted a video in June of 2020, which I remembered seeing, which had in the middle of it someone chanting white power, which I remember seeing that video when it came out. Yes. And by the way, speaking of his social media, I mean, his actual Twitter when he had it was pretty crazy back in the day. But compared to his actual Truth Social, like if you actually look on his Truth Social timeline, it is filled with nothing but unhinged bullshit. That's absolutely fucking embarrassing that the president of the United States would tweet, or truth, or whatever you want to fucking call it. If you actually looked at that whole timeline, you would be amazed that that's actually not just a random right-wing troll, and it's actually the president of the United States. Another thing I just want to point out is MAGA is an absolute fucking cult, because Senator Tim Scott from South Carolina, who's actually been a very vocal Donald Trump supporter, he tweeted that, I hope this thing was not real. This is the most racist thing I've ever seen. When the AI slop with Barack and Michelle being portrayed as apes came out, he got called to resign by Laura Loomer, a Republican rep, or whatever she is. I mean, just look at that right there. I mean, if that does not explain how much of a cult this whole thing is, I don't know what does. But anyway, that's all I got. This has been Danny Golding TV.